Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 28 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery, a 48-state, 4-year ride for addiction recovery awareness. Each day I pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. And this is state number 46, Oklahoma, on Route 66, the Mother Road, Main Street, USA. And it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, here in Clinton, Oklahoma, had a couple of good days off, and let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, you see those blue skies coming in? Yeah, that's what I've been waiting on. The misery is finally over. It actually wasn't too bad. It was a nice little hotel room. It was quiet. Everything I needed it to be, so it was good. I got to watch the ball game last night, Alabama. Oh my goodness, what a nail-biter. My pastor, David Bullock, at Luke 4:18 Fellowship often talks about, you know, with the Bible, it's like a football game where if you sit down and watch a football game and you already know the score, like you watch a recorded episode, then there's no stress, there's no pressure, because you know who wins. And that was not the case last night. There was a lot of stress, a lot of pressure there. It looks like it's actually going to be Alabama and Ohio State in the championship game this year, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see who wins that one. But yeah, so that also got me thinking about, like, I've been meditating on this Jireh thing, you know, Jehovah Jireh, that God, you know, provided the sacrifice up there on the mountain for Abraham. And I was really thinking that through, like, in actual time, what that must have been like. Like, how do you counsel someone who says, I'm supposed to go up and sacrifice my son on this mountain, you know? Like, there's no biblical counselor anywhere on the anywhere in the world that's going to be like, I believe you're hearing from God. Like, it's just, you know, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy, and it's either crazy or it's faith. And it's faith. I mean, we call God the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like, it's he's the founding father of the faith. He's the one who said, you know, he heard from God to go, and he went. And I just think that's so interesting sometimes, because, you know, you can't hear what somebody else is telling, you know, God is telling somebody else. I've actually seen, especially at the rehab, mainly at the rehab, like, I've been the intake director, I've talked to a guy on the phone, and, like, I have seen God line up so many things miraculous to open a bed for, you know, said person to be at the rehab. And then I have also seen God completely shut the door because they just won't get with the program. And so I've also been the vote to say, no, now God's saying, you know, you gotta go. You gotta go. And that's so hard to do, because I don't think God ever wanted the person not to be there and finish the whole program and be along. But you can't, like, you know, with all these little things on the trail, you know, being in Clinton and praying about whether I should go home from Oklahoma City. Talked to Christy, she said, no, it would be much easier if you just finish this ride and get to Chicago. You know, seeing that Clinton, you know, is at the beginning of that trail, like, so many of these little things, that's hard line. Like, my faith, I believe it, I see it, I go, and it's there. And God's always there. But when another person is involved in seeing and hearing God's will, that's when it all gets, you know, mixed up, and our own wills get in the way, and it's really hard to, it's hard to comprehend. But anyway, yeah, I can only imagine what, you know, the conversations were like with Abraham and his wife when he was talking that one through with her. Anyway, yeah, so beautiful day, 60 miles, El Reno City Park and RV campground is where I'm headed. It looks like I should be able to do city parks through most of Oklahoma. I can kind of plan the route out to where I can do 60 or 70 miles a day and be at different city parks and definitely keep the costs down. and then it would be the only real need is food. So like, it's looking pretty good. Then if I can get up to, you know, the Katy Trail, and that's camping essentially in little campgrounds and stuff too. So looking forward to the ride today. And yeah, I can't keep this too long. Got to get on the road. You'll see more of that right about now. Alright, so I just stopped in here at the Route 66 Cafe. Sat down, was talking to the lady, I think the lady that owns the place. And when the young man delivered my food, his name's Kyler, he said that one's on me. And so it's just so cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on moving down the road. Thank you so much, Route 66 Cafe. If you're ever in the area, make sure you stop in and say hey to these folks. Yeah, good day already. Let's go check out what God's got out there for us. Here we go. Okay, so apparently they're in Oklahoma too. Oh man, such a cool creature. I don't really want him on my skin. You know, ones that are pets are super docile. They don't mind it so much. But this guy's just out in the road. The last thing I want is his little long fangs to bite. It's like a bee sting when they bite you. They're really not that bad. But yeah. Really such a cool animal. I mean, just to sit here and look at it it's pretty cool. Anyway, gotta keep riding, gotta let this guy go, so let's do this. Alright, so after a lunch at Taco Bell, I kept on moving down the road, and this is foreshadowing. Be on the lookout for more of this. Let's go. Alright, so as my foreshadowing in the beginning of the video suggested, the Pony Bridge, the William H. Murray, aka Pony Bridge, 38 span bridge. I know that says 39. I'm interested in counting them. It's 3/4 of a mile long. It is original Route 66. It's actually in terrible disrepair, and I'm surprised it's not closed yet. But they're supposed to be fixing it. I had actually picked out this spot as a potential spot to bail yesterday, day before, up under the bridge to like stealth camp if I couldn't make it to the KOA, but I couldn't even make it this far. Anyway, I've heard stories of people in their youth riding along this bridge in their car and watching these, you know, spans, these trusses, bounce up and down like waves, you know, as they went by. Just watching them undulate. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to keep it in fast motion while I cross it, and maybe I can slow it down enough to where it kind of gives it that effect. Either way, still have a great tailwind today, almost 12 miles an hour average right now. That'll make quick, short work of this day, this 60 miles. I wish I could go farther, but with the post office, I have to be there tomorrow, so it's crazy how this stuff works, but God will make a way where there seems to be no way, and right now, Google says this bridge is closed, actually. It's got like a little thing that says temporarily closed. Right now, he's making a way across this bridge, so I'm going to take it. Let's go. Well, Liam, I tell you what, buddy, that one, if you remember when we were headed to Devil's Tower out of Gillette, and we decided to go 60 instead of 30, and we had those two big hills, that one's the exact same steepness, grade, height, everything. That's crazy. That was a big one. I'm sweating, it's not even hot outside. Alright, so I stopped here at the Cherokee Trading Post, Cherokee Restaurant, and the KOA is here also. Got a Coke and a Crunch Bar. I was actually going to eat Subway, but there's nowhere to watch the bike from the inside, so I decided not to do that. I looked up this KOA in the El Reno City Park, and the El Reno City Park looks like it's $20 to camp at, full hookups. So that's where I'm going to go. It's another 15 miles. So I'm going to make my way down there, and yeah, I've actually had a really great ride today. It's been really, really nice. Good temperature. This morning was a little chilly, but now that the sun's out, it's a really comfortable bike ride. So anyway, keep on moving down the road. You'll see that right about now. All right, well, that day's in the books. Oh my goodness. 62 miles, another metric century. Just crazy. I mean, it was close. I think 62.5 is a metric century. I did 62.07. All downwind, great day. I mean, like, I cannot stress how much stress having a tailwind relieves from bike touring. Just, it makes it easy. It's not easy, but it just makes it, oh, so much better than a headwind.
Everything from spiders to sunsets today. I'm sitting here watching the sunset. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just a reminder that God knows what he's doing. He knows how to paint a good one, that's for sure. So, yeah, good day on the bike. Good day meeting people. Great time at the Route 66 Cafe this morning there in Clinton. Kyler, again, thank you so much. That's so cool. So cool to see a young man following God and, you know, giving, like, sacrificially. That's just, it's so neat. So neat. So here at the El Reno campground in El Reno, Oklahoma, City Park cost me $10. It's primitive, there's no electric, but for $10, I'm cool with it. Like, I need to save as much money as I can. Spend as little as I can, and this is one of those days where that just $10 made all the difference in the world. So it's a gorgeous city park. They've got like lakes, they've got a dam, all kinds of stuff. It's actually called Adams Park in El Reno, Oklahoma. It's nice. It's huge. Like, it is very expansive. It's got to go a mile one way and half a mile the other. Like, it's a really big park. But yeah, can't stress how great it was having the tailwinds today and the bike ride. A lot of hills in Oklahoma. I did 2,000 feet of climbing over those 60 miles. It didn't feel like it because it's just, you know, up 25, down 25, up 25, and then every now and then like a 200-footer thrown in there. I was not expecting Oklahoma to be this hilly. Like, when I came through just 100 miles north of here on the coast to coast through Kansas, it was flat as a pancake until Toronto, and then it was super hilly. But that's the Sandhills area of Kansas. So anyway, gonna close out the video here for the day so that I can get the video out to you guys and get ready to pedal tomorrow. I got to go to the post office and pick up my package, and then I'm going to try to make it like 50 miles. It's all going to be city. From here all the way in is city, city, city. The whole day tomorrow. Like, I'll be 62 miles going through Oklahoma City, which I'm not looking forward to at all. It just, it destroys pace. You cannot keep, you know, pedaling average. You're constantly watching for cars turning right that aren't paying attention to you in front of you, cars turning left, cars opening doors, and then you got stoplights and stop signs and crosswalks. Like, it's stop and go. It's really no fun. But that's tomorrow. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today, got everything I need. God has truly blessed today with a giant flock, let me turn the camera around, of geese. Just floating their way through this sunset. Yeah, I mean, good day. That's all I know how to say. Good day. God's shown me a lot today, and every bit of it's been good. So I'm going to finish the video here for the day so that I can get it out to you guys. So if you know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the POPL link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. That POPL link has all the Redeeming Eden social, all the ways you can donate, in the International Gospel Outreach nonprofit link. Thank you so much, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew, every one of you that's liking every video, commenting on every video, sharing every video, and those of you that are subscribed to the YouTube channel. I'm grateful beyond words. Words can't express how grateful I am. Even had a situation with Elliot Weiner and Kristen Weiner. Elliot, at my church, when I was there on this last break, was introducing me to a new guy at our church. And when he was telling him about Redeeming Eden, he was able to do the whole intro. He explained Redeeming Eden to him. And I guess I just don't realize that you guys know it from watching it. But like, it made me weep to know that, you know, he cared enough and had watched it enough to know what I say in the beginning of the video. It was super cool. But Elliot and Kristen donated. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. Yeah, so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for every one of you that participates and prays and donates and all the things to keep this ride rolling along through State 46, Oklahoma. Unreal. Unreal what the last 3 years have brought. So anyway, from here in El Reno, Adams Park in El Reno, Oklahoma, state number 46, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.